Assalamu alaikum and hello. So I decided to come on live to answer this question because I get it often. What do you do when you don't have a supportive spouse along your health journey? So this is a tricky question, right? It's tricky because it is very dependent on what your current relationship is with your spouse and what exactly you're trying to achieve. Would it be great that you have a spouse that completely supports you every time you're trying to do something? If you're trying to go without sugar and he's like, oh, get rid of all of the sugar in the house because I know that you're on this journey. The thing that you have to do is, one, you have to be really clear with yourself what your particular goals are. And it can't be surrounded around other people. You can't build your own health and wellness goals around, I want to be, I want to, somebody my husband to look at me and think that I'm sexy. That can be an ulterior motive, but it should not be your main goal. When you think about why you want to get healthier, you have to keep that in the front of your mind. Because in the end, if you end up with diabetes, he's not putting that needle in his arm, you're putting it in your arm. If you have to be in the hospital or you have high blood pressure, that's not a pain that you get to share, right? It just doesn't work that way. You have to be responsible for your own health. So what I would recommend that you do, if you don't have a spouse that is particularly supporting you in your efforts, do it anyway. And do it in a way where what you need to achieve is independent of that spouse, right? So most of my followers are women, but it can go the other way around. There's a lot of, so I'm going to talk to the ladies. It is not uncommon for a man to start feeling threatened once you begin to get your health together, you begin to look better. And I've had clients that this has happened to. I had a client once who she had done boot camp with me for several months, and she started feeling herself. She started looking good and she started feeling good, and she went back to wearing jeans instead of sweatpants, and her husband started getting a little jealous. And so what he did was he was like, I'm not paying for boot camp next month. Her solution was she used her cable bill to pay for boot camp so that he would then have to turn around and pay the cable, which I loved, by the way. She was like, well, he's not going to let the cable go off, so here for my next month of boot camp. So that worked for their relationship. It didn't cause them to break up. And so again, I'm not trying to break up a happy home, but you have to realize that you really have to do it for yourself. You have to do it for your own health, because in the end, your pain will be your pain alone. Sometimes that may mean that you have to make extra effort. I'll be completely honest with you. Sometimes that means that, cook him what he wants to eat and then make yourself something alternatively. Find ways to create a middle ground. So for example, I don't eat wheat pasta and my husband loves wheat pasta. So for us to sit down to eat dinner, I may make his wheat pasta and then I make myself some zucchini spirals, or get edamame pasta, right? And so I'm having pasta. I am participating in the meal with the family. I'm not always different and strange, right? It's similar foods, but you're still able to sit down and participate inside of the interaction with the family. So it's really important that you just try to find a middle ground and keep doing what you do, right? In the end, when you are a better person, when you are healthier, when you're stronger, when you have more energy, he is going to benefit from all of those things. He may not see the benefit right now and may not see it immediately, because in his mind, that means, hey, we used to go out for ice cream together and now we can't go out for ice cream together. But you can pick up a different habit, right? So during the summertime, my husband wants to go out for ice cream, I'm like, I'll take the ride. right? And so I ride with him. It was a little awkward at first, you know, he's eating ice cream and I'm like, drink some of my water. But it becomes a new normal, and there are going to be things that are going to have to create a new normal. If you don't have a healthy lifestyle, your family does not have a healthy lifestyle, and you begin that journey into healthy lifestyles, everything cannot stay the same, because your lifestyle has to change if you are going to improve your health. So that is my answer to that question. What do you do when you have a spouse that is not supportive of your journey? Focus on what your goal is. Know that when you are a better person inside, then you will be better for everyone around you. And try to find a middle ground and just keep going forward. All right, I hope that was helpful. My name is Mubaraka Ibrahim. I am a health and happiness coach, helping women show up happier and healthier in every aspect of their lives. If you found this beneficial and you want to share it, go ahead and hit share on this video, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.